Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our JV home game. I'm Sam Raffanello with Bridget Sullivan, who will be your announcers for this afternoon.
Today is a great day for high school volleyball as the Notre Dame Knights prepare to face the Loyola Cubs. Stay tuned for the first set. So Sam, how do you think the boys are well prepared for today?
I think our Knights have been working super hard to play the Cubs today. This is their second time playing them, the first time they lost, but I think today will be a really good revenge game.
Do you think they need to keep their energy up and their motivation as a team to hopefully defeat the Loyola Cubs?
Oh, for sure. I think this game will be all about mental toughness and also their physical capabilities, which I think our Knights have.
Knights definitely do. They participate in liftings, so hopefully their strength is being built up as a JV team.
Yeah, I think they've really worked super hard to get here, so hopefully they'll pull it off today. Our team Our Knights today are wearing white, and the Cubs today are in blue.
At this time, we would like to thank all of you at home watching the game. Thank you for your support. Make sure that you tune in for more home games throughout the season, but if you can't, you can always check out our YouTube page for previous videos at youtube.com/Notre Dame Knights.
The refs here are waiting and checking the lineups. We're getting ready. The crowd is getting hyped for this game.
It's a pretty good turnout for a JV game today.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that came all the way out from Loyola.
Loyola's a big rivalry game that the Notre Dame Knights hope to take down every year, so let's see if the fans in the stand can help their mental toughness as they hope to defeat the Loyola Cubs.
Yeah, the Notre Dame Knights are starting today with, it looks like, Will Freeze up in the middle. Number 32. Oh, and the first serve's up. And number 24, Joe Schumacher.
Oh, there was a net violation called on Notre Dame, so Loyola still receives the point.
And Joe Schumacher, number 24, back to serve. Joe is a sophomore at Loyola this year. And the serve is up. They pass it, the set. Oh, and Joe Schumacher, 24, gets it up.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and it's a net violation against the Cubs. Point Knights.
That was a great hit by Matthew Aziz. He hit it right in between two of the players. Great way to make the Loyola team a little more confused and have to work for a point.
Number 6, Flynn Rowe with the serve. Oh, and number 7, Chandler Jester with a hit.
Very powerful.
The libero, William Jackson, number 11, is back to serve. And the ball is up. It's a good float serve. Oh, and that's an ace.
Short serves are really tricky, especially when it's a float serve, because it just wiggles right in front of the player, and it makes it hard to see whether or not it's going to drop.
Yeah, number 4, Demetrios George, just couldn't get there. Number 11, back to serve again. Oh, and it's a short serve. Oh, and
some nice hustle play by the Notre Dame Knights, trying not to let the ball drop.
Yeah, number 7, Matthew Aziz, was right there, but he just couldn't get his hands on it. Oh, and the ball's up. Sets to Matthew. Oh, and it's a block, but it's up.
He recovered it.
Point Cubs.
Right now the score is 5-1 in favor of the Cubs. Hopefully the Notre Dame Knights can have a little momentum shift and get a nice powerful block or a kill.
William Jackson back to serve again for the Cubs. The ball's up. It's a pass by Evan Pritchard. William Freeze, 32, sends it over.
Oh, that hustle.
A good touch by Demetrios George. Oh.
And it's out. Point
Number
to
22.
the Knights.
Number 22, Patrick Moore, hit it out. Point Knights. William Freeze, number 32, back to serve. Oh, and under the net, just wasn't enough.
Couldn't get his hand quite on the ball. It's good effort, though.
And number 21, Andrew Rojas, is in.
Fun fact about number 17 serving right now. His sister is a freshman playing on the girls' JV volleyball team.
The serve's up. Oh, and it's a block. Roll shot by number 8 on the Knights. Oh, and it's out by Chandler Jester, number 7 on the Cubs.
The Knights are catching up. The score is now 3-6 in favor of the Knights.
And number 17, Matthew Aziz, is back to serve. Serves up. Number 11, pass. Oh, and Chandler Jester free balls it over. Oh, and it's a double on the setter. And number 7, Chandler Jester, is up to serve. Chandler Jester is a sophomore at Loyola this year. And it's a top spin. It's passed by Evan Pritchard. Oh, there's a block on that. 17 steps in and sets.
Ooh. Net violation called on the Knights. That was a really good effort by both teams at the net as they're both battling for a block and tips and trying to get the ball up.
And number 7, Chandler Jester's back to serve again. It's a powerful top spin. It's a set. Oh, it goes to Chandler Jester. Oh, and he roll shots it from the middle. And that's a kill right there.
Chandler Jester seems to be on a serving run right now. He's doing pretty well with his nice little top spin type of serve.
Yeah, he's one of the club's star players. And number 7, Chandler Jester's back to serve again. It's a top spin. And Evan Pritchard passes it, and Andrew sets. It's a free ball. Oh, right to the middle, number 22 on Loyola.
That was a great
Patrick
sequence
Moore.
by Loyola.
That was a really clean pass on Loyola. And Chandler Jester back to serve again. It's a great pass by number 17. Open, it's a pass, and Chandler swings at it again. It's a set. Oh, got his hands on it. And 21 with the hit on Loyola. Wow. Xander Hurley.
The setter for Loyola had an incredible back set all the way from the other side of the court for number 21 to be able to finish the play.
And Chandler Jester's on a roll here. He's back to serve again. Oh, and Chandler Jester serves it into the net.
Hopefully the Knights can use this as a momentum starter and they can start building their own points as number 1 comes up to the line to serve.
Yeah, number 1, Parker Tweedley, sophomore for the Knights.
A little fun fact about Parker Tweedley, he was born in Canada. So
wow,
he made a long way down here.
Oh, and Joe Schumacher roll shots it in. Oh, and number 8, William Henry on the Knights just swings it out. Number 22, Patrick Moore, is back to serve for the Cubs. The Cubs have a pretty strong lead right now, so hopefully the Knights will be back. And Moore serves it. Oh. It's a swing swing by number 6, Flynn Rowe. Oh, and he covered it. Oh, there a net violation on the Knights. It's a point for the Cubs.
The Notre Dame Knights seem to be getting caught up in the net quite a bit this game. Hopefully maybe their passers can bring the setter off the net a little bit so he doesn't touch the net so often.
Patrick Moore for the serve again. Oh, and number 30 swings. Oh, and 21, Xander Hurley with the swing again.
A powerhouse today.
Yeah, Xander is one of Loyola's best players on the team. He's a junior on JV for his 2nd year. To serve again by Moore. Oh, and a swing by number 30, William Wright.
William Wright seems to be really getting the hang of things, that he's becoming more prominent at the front of the net, building an establishment for the Notre Dame Knights.
Yep. We got number 8, William Henry, back in to serve. Oh, and it's a swing to Joe Schumacher, number 24. Oh, there's a miscommunication.
Right in the, what volleyball players like to call the donut.
Yep. William Jackson, the libero on that team, just couldn't get there. He was a little confused. Number 8 serving again. Xander Hurley up for the swing. Oh, and it's a touch. Oh, there was a block.
Oh.
It's a great up by Jacob Kudiamont, number 17 on Loyola. And number 30, William Wright again. There was a touch on that one. The Knights are slowly but surely coming back up.
Fun fact about William Wright, he would like all of the listeners to know that he is better at Fortnite than Liam.
Oh, number 8. Number 8, William Henry serves it out. And number 21, Xander Hurley, junior at Loyola, is back to serve. And it's a top spin. Good floater. It's a set. Oh, it's a tricky set over. Number 14, Demetrios George, is back in. Demetrios is up to serve. Number 32, William Fries, is back in as well. Oh, serve out by Demetrios. Number 24, Joe Schumacher, is back to serve for the Cubs. Joe is also one of the star players at Loyola. He's a sophomore. And the serve's up, and it's a good floater. William Henry. Oh, and a kill by number 7, Chandler Jester.
The Loyola Cubs seem to really be in a rhythm today. They're really connecting with the passes, the setting, the hitting, just all coming together very nicely.
Yeah. Oh, and Chandler Jester, their powerhouse, is coming out. And number 8, Anderson Blake, is in. Joe Schumacher with the serve. It's a set. Oh. He passes it. Oh, it's an inside set and a roll. Oh, the roll shot.
So close, just not enough.
Matthew Aziz was right there, just couldn't get his arm on it. Let's see. 24, Joe Schumacher is back to serve again. Float serve. Parker Tweedley passes it. Oh, and it's a roll shot by Matthew Aziz. Set to the middle and a tip. Oh, there's a net violation. Net violation on the Knights. So point Cubs.
The Notre Dame Knights seem to be taking a timeout. Sam, what do you think the Knights can improve on to hopefully come back from this little bit of a deficit?
I think if they really work on their communication and just put in their efforts, they can be right there. We've all seen it. They have their physical capability, but They got to bring it out when they need to.
It's very true. They are a very physical team, as we can tell. They have some great hitters, setters, and a very aggressive libero. Hopefully they can just come together and defeat the Cubs.
Yep.
Some information about Loyola. Loyola High School of Los Angeles is in the region's oldest continuing education institution, predating both the Los Angeles Public Library and the University of California systems.
Wow.
It's a pretty old establishment.
And 24, Joe Schumacher is back with the serve. Oh, and it's a tricky float, but Parker Tweedley was on it. It's a set to Matthew Aziz.
Oh,
and that was a tricky pass by Joe Schumacher, but they got it up.
Matthew really instigated a little bit of confusion for the Loyola Cubs.
Oh, net violation again on the Knights. It's a point to the Cubs. The front row on the Knights needs to take a little step back. And Joe Shu back with the serve again. Parker Tweedley passes it over. Oh, and number 8, Anderson Blake, was right on the net. Schumacher back with the serve. Oh, and it was just a little bit out. It's okay, he had a good run. The Cubs are up 21-9. Let's see if the Knights can pull it together. Number 6, Flynn Rowe back with the serve. Good pass. Oh, and a free ball, tricky free ball to the right front. Oh, and a hit by Matthew.
Oh,
and it was... it looks like number 8, Anderson Blake, his foot went under a little bit on that side. So it's a point back to the Knights. Number 6, Flynn Rowe is back to serve again. It's a high serve. Oh, and it's just too far out. Number 22, Patrick Moore, is back into the middle. And number 11, William Jackson, the libero, is back into serve. Oh, and it's a good float serve. It's a set. Oh, and William Fries takes a swing. Oh,
a dump.
Dump. But it's still up. Free ball. Oh, number 22 with the hit. Matthew up again. Oh, that looked like it was out. Oh, and just a little bit too much by Anderson Blake on the outside. That was a long rally. Number 6, Flynn Rowe back to serve again. Oh no, number 32, William Fries.
Matthew Aziz seems to really like his roll shots, and they seem to be pretty effective, as he just got another point from the outside.
Yeah, it looks like right there, number 22 on Loyola, Patrick Moore, had his foot under the net. So that's a call against them. Point to the Knights. William Fries back with the serve. Oh, Joe Schumacher gets his hands on it. Oh. And number 6, or number 8, Anderson Blake. Just couldn't get it over the net right there. William Fries with the serve again. And Joe Shu got his hands. Oh, just seems like too low of a set for number 22, Patrick Moore, right there.
A little bit of a setter-hitter miscommunication.
Yeah.
That seems to be pretty common with setters and middles, because sometimes you don't know what they're going to run or how fast they're going to run their middle hit.
Yep. So that was a good free ball by Joe Shu. Oh, and number 17, Matthew Aziz, in there with the free ball. Oh, and Evan Pritchard just couldn't get that dig right there.
So close.
Yeah, that was a really good connection with the setter, Jacob Kudiamont, number 17. and number 22, Patrick Moore in the middle. And number 17, Jacob Kudiamont, is back to serve for the Cubs. The top spin. It's a good pass. Oh. And number 8, William Henry, free balled it out right there. It was too far outside of a set. Jacob Kudiamont back to serve once again. Oh, and in the net right there on game point. It's game point for the Cubs here, but it's 15-24, so the Knights could do it if they really tried. And number 17, Matthew Aziz with the serve. Oh, and that's an ace. Ace right to the libero, William Jackson on Loyola. Jackson's been a pretty good passer tonight, so that must have been just a misread of the ball. Aziz back with the serve again, serves right to the libero. Oh, that was a little messy in the net by number 22, Patrick Moore.
A great attempt by the Knights to try to keep the play going, but unfortunately that is the end of the first set with a score of 25-16, with the Cubs taking the victory. But don't worry, guys, we have another set.
Yeah, it really seemed like the Knights were catching up really well. I think this game could be good for them. I think if they really push, it seems like they all really, really want it.
They definitely do. And it was a pretty close game. Maybe just not so many runs, that they're giving up too many runs for the other team. They just kept a little bit more and had a little bit longer runs themselves, and they would definitely have control of this game.
Yep, definitely. Some announcements from Notre Dame. The Visual and Performing Arts Department would like to recognize the accomplishments of Milan Delio in the area of photography and Brendan Baker for performance in choir. They are our Artist Students of the Month for March of 2018.
Here's some famous alums that, in case you didn't know, went to Notre Dame. Kelly Duncan, class of 2009, selected by Philadelphia Phillies in 2009 MLB draft. Kristen Dunst, class of 2000, actress, Golden Globe and Emmy Award-winning nominee, Best Actress Award at Cannes Film Festival. And Hunter Green, who graduated last year in the class of 2014. No, I am way off. 2017. Sorry. For the Cincinnati Reds. And Giancarlo Stanton, who plays for the Miami
Marlins.
Marlins, thank you.
Yeah, both incredible baseball players. So it seems like there's just over a minute left in between this set. I think the Knights will be able to bring it back.
They definitely will.
Yeah, they need to start getting their team kind of back together, and they do have really good team chemistry. We've all seen it. But they just need to show that on the court right now.
They seem to have a little more self-confidence.
Yes.
This is a fun fact about the JV coach, Darren Kamicki. All the boys keep telling me that he is a Bitcoin guru, and he is successfully conquering the world of Bitcoin recently. He's a little entrepreneur himself.
All right, and it's 30 seconds now to the second set. And the Cubs are lining up. They're really ready for this second set.
And here come the Notre Dame Knights with their game faces on.
Oh, and it looks like the liberos have switched on the Cubs side. Now number 10, Isaiah Beltran, is in as libero. Let's see, we got Notre Dame starters out here. Number 1, Parker Tweedley. Number 30, William Wright. Number 32, William Fries. Number 6, Flynn Rowe. Number 8, William Henry.
And number 17, Matthew Aziz. Matthew Aziz is only a freshman. He's really
Wow.
making a powerful force on the JV team,
He
which
really
is pretty impressive for especially the Notre Dame boys program to be a freshman on the JV team.
Yeah, he really is one of JV's strongest players. He's really been making a really good contribution to this team.
He plays all the way around.
And let's see, the Cubs are up to serve. Number 23, Finbar McOsker. Oh. And number 30, William Wright with the pass and the set. And Matthew Aziz with the hit. Oh, and the block. Oh, it's up.
Oh, some.
A set to the middle. Nice pass by William Freeze. Set to Matthew. Oh, that's a good dig by the libero. Isaiah.
Matthew Aziz with the kill.
Yeah.
The boys seem to be really excited as they win the first point of the match, hopefully starting a good foot forward as they take on the rest of the game.
Yep. Number 8, William Henry's back to serve. Oh, just too short in the net. It's another thing the Knights have been, or actually both teams have been kind of struggling with hitting balls in the net.
A fun fact about the recent server, William Henry, he was an actor or voiceover actor in the recent Disney movie Trolls.
Wow. Oh, and it's a pass. William Freeze up to the hit. Oh, and that's a kill by William Freeze. Number 23 on Loyola, Finbar McOsker. Just couldn't get there. Number 17, Matthew Aziz is back to serve for the Knights. And the ball's up. Oh, and it's a pass. Oh, not quite a good enough pass by Isaiah Beltran. Matthew Aziz back to serve again for the Knights. The ball is up. It's a good pass. Set to the middle. Set to that outside, and a kill by number 30, William Wright. William Wright is a freshman also on the JV team this year. Seems to be one of JV's strongest players. Number 17, Matthew Aziz, back to serve again. Ball's up. Sets to the outside, number 9. Oh, and that's a kill by Aiden Peters on the Cubs.
Matthew Aziz has played club volleyball for 4 years for San Gabriel Elite. And I think it's really paying off as he has had a nice serving run and got the Notre Dame Knights to a lead of 4-2 against the Loyola Cubs.
Oh, and it's a pass. Oh, and that was tight on the net and point to the Cubs. That looked really messy from here. It's a lot of miscommunication. Let's see. Number 2, Joseph Randonovich, back to serve. Oh. And 17 back in there to help it out. Set to the middle. Oh, and that's a block out on the Knights.
That was a good touch by number 6 on the Knights. He really got his force up. Maybe just next time he'll get a better touch on it and successfully dominate the net.
Yep. And the ball's up. Perfect pass. And a set right. Oh, and a block by number 21, Xander Hurley. Xander Hurley's been one of Loyola's strongest players as well. He really gets up on the net. Number 2, Joseph Randonovich again. Oh, but a foot fault by Joseph. It's a point to the Knights.
What a shame, but lucky us.
Number 6, Flynn Rowe is back to serve for the Knights.
Oh, the Cubs caught up, but it's now 5-5.
The ball's up. Set to the outside, and number 21, Xander Hurley, swings it out. Well, that looked like a pretty good set, but Xander just couldn't get his arm around it. Flynn Rowe back to serve again for the Knights. Ball's up. Oh, that's a good pass.
Nice
swing.
set.
Oh, and a miscommunication by William Freeze and Matthew Aziz.
That's what Sam and I talked about before. Like, the Notre Dame Knights really need to have a strong communication as who to go for the ball, who wants the ball.
Yeah, that's really
need to start
important in
talking.
volleyball. And number 9, Aiden Peters back to serve. Oh, and in the net for the Cubs. That's a point for the Knights. And William Freeze, number 32, is back to serve. Oh, that's a powerful serve. Oh, that's a roll shot. Oh. And number 24, Evan Pritchard, just had one hand on it, but it just wasn't enough.
Maybe just one more step from the libero would have gotten that ball up.
Yeah, that's some communication, too, between him and the middle back. Number 22 is in serve. Oh, it's a set to Matthew Aziz. But it was up. Oh, and Xander Hurley hits it. Oh, and Xander Hurley was right on that overset. Oh, that looked like a good set, but it was right over the net, and it was perfect for the other side to just hit it right over.
Perfect opportunity. Like a birthday present.
Yep. Number 22, Patrick Moore is back to serve. Oh, and Matthew Aziz takes control of that pass. Oh, and a swing. Swing by William Henry, number 8, which looked, it was a close call. Close call. It looked in, but it was out. 22, Patrick Moore is back to serve again. Oh, good pass by Matthew Aziz.
Little mix-up in the middle. Maybe the height of the set, maybe, or the speed, but the middle could not get to it.
And Patrick Moore back to serve. And Evan Pritchard with the pass. The set. Oh, number 8 roll shots it. Oh, it's a set right to the outside. Oh, Matthew Aziz was right on that. Oh, number 8, William Henry, was just too far outside. That was outside the antenna.
It's really hard for the outside hitter to hit the ball on the right side of the antenna if they're pushed out that far, right, Sam?
Yeah, if anything, you just got to go really hard angle. Oh, Patrick Moore with the serve again. Andrew Rojas sets it. Oh, and William Wright hits it right in the net. He looks good. He jumped really high, but just wasn't enough. Patrick Moore back to serve again. Oh, William Wright takes control of that. Oh, and he swings in. There was a touch. It's a set back to the right side. Oh, that was over.
And a tip.
Open a pass. Oh, and from the middle back, what a swing by number 9, Aiden Peters.
The Cubs really just have connection all the way around in the front row and the back row, being able to hit on the other side where the Notre Dame players are not standing. Great communication.
Yep, Moore with the serve again. And Evan Pritchard gets right on that. Oh, no, set out, but a good angle by William Wright.
See, he did the hard angle you were talking about,
Yep.
Sam.
Oh, and Xander Hurley, 21, hits it in the net.
You can really see the chemistry on the Notre Dame team trying to pump each other up as they push through and trail 7-14 to the Cubs.
Yeah, they had a good lead in the beginning, but they let them get up with a couple runs. And number 14 back to serve.
Oh,
Demetrios. Oh, and a block.
they hit it over.
Set to the middle back. Oh, and Evan Pritchard was right there. Outside set. Oh.
Pritchard with a nice step in front of the ball to make sure it was up.
Yeah. William Henry tried to get that kind of in the net pass right over, but he couldn't do it.
Fun fact about William Henry, his first language is French.
Wow. Number 21 to serve. Open pass. Oh, that was tight in the net. Right to the middle back. Oh, that spot keeps getting hit. Demetrios and Evan are really going to have to work together in the back row there. Oh, and Demetrios George is out. And number 25, Sean Corey, is in the back row. 21, Xander Hurley back to serve.
Sean Corey is a sophomore class president. He's an ambassador, and he is the star of the NDTV segment, Sean in the Quad.
Wow. Hoping Evan gets that cover right there. Oh, and no one was there to help it. What a good cover, but just some miscommunication. Everyone was on the other side of the court. And that Xander Hurley is back to serve again. Oh, no. Looks like Xander's now getting taken out. And number 8, Anderson Blake, is back in. Blake has a nice floater right to Evan Pritchard. Sets it to the outside. Oh.
Unfortunately, Matthews just couldn't break the big block of the Loyola Cubs.
Yeah, number 23, Finbar McOsker, was right there on him. And a serve by number 8, Blake. Oh, and number 17, Matthew Aziz, just couldn't get that outside set in. He tried to go angle, but he still went outside the antenna. Let's see, Anderson Blake is back to serve again for the Cubs. The ball is up. It's a good pass. Set right to the right side. Let's see, outside set. Oh. Oh, and there were some good efforts there. Oh, and it's a timeout from the Knights. And the score is 8-19. Let's see if the Knights can really bring it back here. They had a good lead in the beginning, but they really need to step up their efforts and fix those little communication errors.
I totally agree. Loyola is a really, really competitive team, though.
Yeah,
they almost every year win CIF and state for volleyball.
Yeah, they've been very good in the last couple years. Another announcement from Notre Dame. If you're thinking about auditioning to be part of the Notre Dame Spirit, please pick up your tryout packets in the main office.
Looks like the game is going to get back on the court as the Knights with 8 and the Cubs with 19.
The Cubs are really bringing the heat today. Let's see if the Notre Dame Knights can bring it up. And Anderson Blake back to serve again. Perfect pass by Evan Pritchard, 24. It's a set inside. Oh, and a touch on the block on there. Oh, set right to the middle. Oh.
Another net violation.
Or it looks like there he stepped under the net.
Under the net, yes.
Oh, and Anderson Blake back to serve again. Oh. And a hit in. Oh, Anderson Blake back to serve again. The Knights just really got to pick it up right here. And the ball's up. It looks like a short serve. Matthew Aziz was right on there. Oh, and it's a block on Matthew. And a set to the right side.
Back set.
Oh, and that's a good
Almost
up by
right
Loyola.
oh.
Oh, and that was a perfect spot right to the right back where no one
The
was.
Cubs just really know where to place the ball.
Yeah, they're really reading where the players aren't, and that's right where they're hitting. All right, Anderson Blake is on a roll here. His serve's up. And Evan Pritchard passes it. It goes right to the middle. Oh, Parker Tweedley in the middle free balls it. Oh, and the setter decides to swing.
Oh, a net violation on the Cubs.
Wow, he was in the net. Parker Tweedley, number 1. Oh, that seems like there was a confusion on serving. So now number 24, Evan Pritchard, is back to serve. And Pritchard has the serve in. Outside. Oh, and Evan Pritchard gets his hands on that high ball. A swing by Matthew Aziz.
Oh, a pancake on
That was
from
a
the Loyola
really good
Cubs.
pancake.
Oh, great effort by the Cubs, making sure the ball does not touch the ground. Unfortunately, it was just a smidge bit out.
Yeah, that was super. It was right almost on the line. It looks like the refs are having some confusion about that call. The players were kind of all around there.
The call is still confirmed as it is out.
Yep. And Evan Pritchard back to serve again. Oh, and just out. The Cubs are really going to have to work hard to bring this back up. It's 10-23 right now, but they can still do it. Number 23, Finbar McOsker, is back to serve for the Cubs. The ball's up. Matthew Aziz passes it. Oh, in the middle. That was a good cover by Evan Pritchard. It's a set to the right side. Free ball over. Oh, and a swing by number 9, Aiden Peters for the Cubs.
He's really becoming a dominant force as he pushes to finish the game for the Cubs.
Yeah. As a sophomore, he's jumping super high and really, really swinging at those balls. And Finbar McOsker is back to serve again. The top spins. Oh, that was a tricky
ace.
top spin serve.
An
on
ace
the
to
game
end
point.
the game.
Wow, what a game.
That was some really good volleyball by the JV teams. Sam, how did you think that the game went?
I think the Notre Dame Knights really tried hard, but it just wasn't enough. The Loyola Cubs are a powerhouse, and you know, it was tough. It's a tough game, but I think they tried their best, and now we'll have to wait and see next year.
I definitely agree. If you want to rewatch the game, you can always check out our YouTube page for previous games at youtube.com/Notre Dame Knights. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at NDHS Sportsnet.
Thank you again for tuning in. Stay safe and enjoy your weekend.